Hey. Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the Mission Million Blueprint Masterclass. So happy to find you again today. We're building something so powerful. We're building your blueprint so that you can go on and carry your Mission Million and impact millions around the world. And you know what? Results will be all aligned to these millions that you will be impacting. So welcome. Let me know where you're connecting from. Let me know if this is the first time or if you've been with us yesterday. Yesterday was a powerful day about mindset, about working on your mind and elevating your mindset so that you can be able to carry this mission and to carry a mission that impacts millions around the world. I see already beautiful people joining me. Hello, Dr. M. I'm so happy you can be with us. We are living in a world that is changing faster than ever. And we all notice that. You see it everywhere. You see it around you. You see it in your sector. You see it in your field. You see it in this digital platform that is continuously bringing something new. Actually, tomorrow, it's going to be a day where we're going to talk about digital and AI and how to use all these tools to scale your mission and to elevate your activity and whatever you work on. But today, I want to take the conversation to another level, and really answer together what is the real question, which is how do you build something that lasts? Because you see everything, technology changes, opportunity appear and disappear, markets shift, sectors shift, interest shift. The social media is also putting forward each time something different. And so you want to build something that actually lasts and sustain itself through all of it. It's like imagine you are on a boat. The ocean is moving. The waves are unpredictable. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it's intense. And so resilience is not about stopping the waves. It is about learning how to stay centered in the storm, how to stay in the eye of it all. And this is what we are building today. So if you're with me, send me some emojis. Let's focus on this. Let's create and let's understand and let's really master your ability to hold duality, your ability to resist, your ability to create something that can sustain itself, your ability to build something that lasts, whether it is an initiative, a project, a movement, an activity, a mission, a business, an empire, wherever that you are doing, you need to be able to understand that resilience is what makes it last. And resilience, today we're taking it from an economic perspective, but we will also talk about it as a personal resilience. So welcome everyone. I don't know where you're connecting from. Please join me, say hello, say where you're connecting from. Yesterday we were from all parts of the world. We had Asia, Africa, Americas, everywhere. I was so happy to see you again with us, Daphne. This is amazing. Yes, let's master the resilience and everything. So resilient business is not rigid. It is not fixed. It's actually adaptive. You need to be able to adapt to the changes, to adapt to how things are moving, and to adapt to where you are. So you want to create something that can hold uncertainty and clarity, that has a movement, but also stability. And it has also growth because we want to grow. Remember, we have a mission that impact millions. So there is this, we want to be aligned to an energy of continuous growth, but in the same time, have a structure that keeps us solid. And so the truth And I wanted to write this down clearly. Your business will only be as resilient as you are. That's it. Your business will only be as resilient as you are. So we have Morocco in the house. Welcome. We have the US in the house as well. We have Cambridge, UK in the house. So happy to have you. So here we are. We're spreading our light and our alignment with the ability of every woman to carry a mission million, to hold it, to build it, and to become a role model for every other woman who wants to do the same. Let's do it. This is the time where we have everything we can to build something with love, with care, with excellence, and make a difference and impact, and make and shift the world towards more caring, more prosperity, more abundance, and encourage women to have a lot of money in their hand. Hello, Mama from Cameroon. Hello, welcome. So when you strengthen your business, you are first strengthening your capacity to hold pressure. Yes, because business, there are a lot of pressures. I took the example of a boat. The waves will always be moving. There will be a lot of pressure of a lot of things you need to take care of, a lot of responsibilities, and you want to have a capacity to hold all of that. It's also your ability to stay focused. From Tunisia, hello, Sami. So I'm so happy you can be with us. Loving this. I'm loving it. So we're spreading our wings all around the world because what's amazing about this is in our differences, we are the same. The leader that you are, the incredible woman that you are, the incredible person that has a mission, and you know inside you that you are meant to have a voice that speaks to so many. And so this is what I want to build together in this Mission Million Blueprints. And so if you don't have the workbook, please use it because it's going to be something that we will be going back to even today as we are moving into day 2. So the strengthening of your business is your capacity to hold the pressure. It's also your ability to stay focused no matter what. It's your willingness to continue when things seems to be hard. Yes, it's the willingness to continue because it's not an easy ride. There are ups and downs, and you want to hold the void when things are not clear. Inside Bell Method podcast, we have this leadership series that we finished last year with the 202 leaders, women leaders from around the world. We had some men also, but the majority were women. And also when we organized the March of 8 Summit of the G100 Summit on entrepreneurship and sustainable businesses, we organized the summit when we reached 100 countries. Imagine 100 women representing 100 countries around the world. It was the most beautiful event. But many stories were shared from amazing women leaders from all around the world. One theme that came back again and again and again, they are the ones who don't quit, the one who didn't let go of things, didn't collapse when things got hard, didn't stop halfway. They kept going. Everyone that reached success and reached your own definition of what you feel success is, they kept going. It didn't arrive overnight. It arrived because they didn't quit, because they didn't stop, because they didn't halfway said, okay, this is too much. Let me just go back and do something easy. No, we kept believing. This is what from I have an idea, I have something that I want to carry, I have an activity that I want to launch, to I have a structure. We want to shift that to have a scalable business model. You want to have a structure. You can just say, I want to do this, but you want to be able to have a business that has a scalable structure, that has a model that can grow. Whether you have a business or you have an association, a foundation that you want to launch, or you're part of a business, even your contribution as a leader, as an employee in the business, as within the framework where you are, you want to also be organized so that you can scale and you can aspire to have more responsibilities. It needs organization. It needs your ability to actually hold all of it and scale it. So because ideas don't scale, we have to have the structure scale, but ideas, they don't scale. Ideas, they're nice and we have so many incredible ideas, but it's time for us to create a foundation that can allow you to structure it, to make it grow. If we're here to build a mission for millions, we want to be able to scale it, because in the beginning you'll be speaking to maybe 10 people, then let's grow to 100, Then 100 becomes 200, then it becomes 500, then it's suddenly 1,000. And then you can grow it to million. Mario, I'm so happy you were here with us. So Netherlands is also in the house. I'm so happy. So what are the three cores? What I want to share with you today is the three cores that make a business strong and sustainable, that makes your initiative sustainable, that makes your idea and your mission million sustainable. The three core pillars are: you need to have a clear offer. What do you actually sell? What do you sell? Do you sell a product? Do you sell a service? Do you sell your ability to help others? Do you sell your ability to speak about an issue that is so important and potent today in the world? What is it? You want to be clear. You can't just be saying, I can do this or this or this or that or everything. No, you can. You have to choose something that speaks to you, that represents who you are, that represent what you believe inside you, and stand on it. It has to be clear. You can't be, well, you can say, I do many things. That's fine too, but just be clear about them. How are many of all many things you do? Because often we have it wrong that, women can do many things in the same time because we are multitasking. But the fact is that when you multitask, your energy is spread around 20,000 things. And if you want to build something that impacts and grow to millions, you got to focus. So you have to be clear on what is it that you provide. You can provide a service that has many facets to it. You can provide a type of product that has many versions of it, but just be clear so that you know why you're doing what you're doing. Okay. The second point, I'm going to go into more detail with this, is you define your client. Who's your client? Who is it for? Client, partner, who you're helping, who are you speaking to? It has to be also clear. So the offer, what you do, who is it for? You can't be to everyone. It's just impossible. You cannot speak to everyone. No, choose one. And then you can scale to many, but choose one. It has to be clear because the message cannot be spread into wanting to speak to everyone. And often we make those mistakes. We don't want to, your message has to be clear. Who are you talking to? And then the third one is the revenue model. How does money flow? If you're building something, it has to sustain itself. So even if you say, I don't want to make money because I just want to help. Yes. But if you want to travel so that you see who you are helping, you got to have money. So there should be a model where you have a money that flows consistently. So what is that model? What is that revenue model? How do you bring money? Is it because you attract investors? Is it because you attract partners? Are you selling to clients? What is it? It has to be clear. And without this, you don't have anything sustainable. You don't have a business, you don't have an initiative, you have an activity that keeps you busy. But why do we want to waste our time in an activity that keeps us busy? Why? We want to position ourselves as a leader in the field that you choose to be in. You don't want to keep busy just to keep busy, because when we keep busy to keep busy, we're drained and we get frustrated. And we're like, what is it that I want to build? Build something and build a legacy behind you. Build something that you can live behind you. Build something that can have a footprint of who you are, your story, the love, the care, the empathy, your experience. Build something and leave something behind you. Either through a book you build, you write, through a story you share, through a service you provide, through products, through an initiative that you launch because you truly believe and you want to really make it grow so that it makes a difference in whatever sector you position yourself. Because otherwise, you will be in something that is not solid. It's fragile. And when it's fragile, it depends only on one source, and that is you. Depends only on one thing. It doesn't have consistent revenue, and it puts you in a stress of the potential of lack of it. And that's not the right energy when you want to stand as a leader. You want to stand as a leader and own that space. You want to have a system. When there is no system, then there is no sustainability. It's not something that lasts. You do it, and then when you're bored, you're like, okay, this didn't get me much. You twist and you change. Oh, you want to alter something. You want to imagine it, how you want it to be, what scale you want it to reach, and you put the structure and the system for it to be that way. So the difference between something that is fragile and something that is sustainable, it's something that has a structure, something that has a system that repeats itself. And this is perfect because the system that repeats itself, guess what? The digital world, AI, is providing this to us. We will be talking about that tomorrow. Tomorrow, at the same time, we're talking about the digital platform AI, how it is an easy structure you could plug into. It has to be scalable. Sustainability means scalability as well. You scale. Yeah, you can content, you stay within the group that you want, because if that's you choose to, that's fine. But what if you are a channel for something bigger? What if you have the ability to become that channel? Why don't you grab that opportunity? What if you have an idea that is so beautiful, that is good for where you are, but also good in other places? Why wouldn't you grab that opportunity and become the spokesperson for that? So a strong initiative, a strong business, is not built on growth alone. It is built on sustainability. And that is for everything you are part of. Even if you work in international institutions like the World Bank. I was at the World Bank for 8 years. You might tell me this is not my business, but you contribute. You contribute to projects. You contribute to initiatives. And everything about them, it's how to launch a project and build something sustainable that stays on. And stays on, that means that has a structure, that has a logic, that has all these three things. What is it for? What is it about? And what's the model of it so that it sustains itself? And that's what we need. We need systems that keeps on growing on their own, that keeps on living on their own. And the moment you know, you understand that even without you, this is how you do it. This is how you can have a mission that it scales itself into millions. One person cannot do that. You cannot be connected as one to millions yourself. You don't have the time of the day to do that, but you can do it through a system, through networks, through different ways, through different connections, different teams, through different way of reaching this million. I will be talking about networks on Sunday. But before we do that, I wanted to really put the basics into place. Yesterday, we worked on the mindset, on our mind. Today, I want to work on our logic mind and the structure for it. Because many women are busy, but they're not busy scaling. They're busy. They have busy jobs, busy businesses, busy, which means like when they put more efforts, they have more results. But they required constant involvement, always there. We don't leverage what's there. It's draining, it's exhausting. We want scalable businesses, scalable initiatives, systems that create growth on their own. We want leverage, use leverage, and create new ones, because that's what make the impact expand without burnout. Otherwise, we're overwhelmed. Otherwise, we get tired, we get drained. And we're not in a business where we want to be drained. We want to use digital platforms. We want to use our conscious intelligence to be able to put the structures and let things grow for us. So I want you to really understand this incredible distinction between women who are because women are working super hard, but they're not actually building something that grows. They're working and they stay at their scale. We want something bigger. And to grow, you need to be able to understand the power of systems and structures. You need to be able to understand how to use IT, technology, digital, AI, and you need to be financially wit and on top of it. So today is the start of this structure. Tomorrow we'll talk about how to use the digital platform to help you reach more and reach millions. And on Saturday, yeah, tomorrow is Friday. On Saturday we'll talk about finance before reaching to the network. But the thing is that it's the steps allows you to embody and to own this mission for millions, because whatever you're studying on, whatever you want, focusing on, it's not good just for you. It's good for thousands and millions of us women. So a busy business, a busy work, a busy job, a busy company, a busy enterprise looks like progress, but it's actually dependency. It depends on you, because if you are there, you put more effort, there will be more results. And if you stop, everything stops. And that's what's exhausting. And we're not in a time, we're a time where we can afford to put together systems that works for us. We're in a time where we can put together systems that allows you to sell to many. In our mastermind, we spend a whole month in putting and adapting what you need to put as a system so that you can sell and you can scale your business, whether it is attracting more clients, selling more products, selling more services, or getting ready for an initiative or an association or non-governmental organization or NGO, whatever you work on, so that you can attract more investors to come and join or to programs that you put together. So in any situation that you are, there is ways to put the system in place for you. So, and when you have a constant involvement from you, and like when you do everything, like you're in delivery and you're in answering, the fixing and the creating, well, you're not leveraging anything because nothing works without you. And this is what we tend to do. We want to control everything to make sure that everything, but no, ladies, let's delegate. Let's be more in the letting go of things and trusting. Let's use systems that allows us to demultiply things, put together structure, and use all of this so that it amplifies. Because otherwise we'll feel overwhelmed continuously. We're always busy and never reaching what we want. We're always catching up on things. We're always working a lot, but not expanding. Because we always think we need to do more, but it's not about doing more. Results and success is not about doing more. It's about how you feel when you do what you do. And what you do when it's structured, when it's well thought, and when your mindset is up in the positive mindset and you know that things will work, that's when you can attract success into your life. So you need to build differently. And building differently, it's using the tools that we have in our hands. It's putting together the process. It's understanding your offers. It's understanding what's your positioning and being so clear about that. It's not like you're trying this, trying that, and see which one will work. It's like really taking the time and defining that. It's using the tools. It's working with people that are aligned with you. But if you're like, nobody knows, nobody can help me because there is only me who can do things, you've already stopped even the attraction of anyone that could come and help you because you don't even expect it to be possible. So we want to be able to change our belief because the goal is not to work harder. Mission Million is not about exhausting yourself. The goal is to create a business that works with you and that works for you. A business depends, a busy business, it depends on your presence, but a scalable business expands your presence. Expand it. Oh, hello, Dr. Pauline. I'm so happy you can be with us today. Yes, let's use systems thinking to help the flow of attracting a successful result. I love that. And a harmonious life because they go hand in hand. Because when you feel good, when you create a business that it looks like you, your life mirrors it. So and if your business only works when you are working, you don't have a scalable business yet. Let it work for you. I mean, you are watching me doing the Mission Million, and I will be inviting some of whoever would like to go into the depth of it because we have a mastermind, 6-month mastermind in our program, and where we put together exactly those systems, where we help you learn how to sell from 1 to hundreds and millions and many, where you can let your business work for you and let whatever you do keep on selling while you're not there. Because the most important thing in anything we do, in any business, in anything we do, it comes down to selling. Selling who you are, selling your thoughts, selling your idea, selling your product, selling your service, selling the goodness that you want to bring, selling your position, selling your voice, selling your ability to speak and to stand for what you believe. And so I want to do something for you today. It's like just leave you with a powerful tool. So let's draw a triangle. So take your notebook and let's draw one triangle together. So we're going to draw a triangle, like just really a simple triangle. Let's draw a triangle. Okay, so like this. Let's draw a triangle. So when you draw a triangle, I want you to write on the top of it. This is your belief triangle. Okay, on the top of this belief triangle It's believe in yourself. That's what we worked on yesterday. That's why mindset was important. You need to believe in yourself. So the first thing is your belief in yourself. Do you believe in your ability to hold the mission million? Do you believe in your ability to create an empire? Do you believe in your ability to be the spokesperson or the leader in the field that you are? So that's the first one. Then let's go to the bottom. Like, this is my belief. The other one here will be the belief in your mission, in what you do. How much of it is true? How much do you believe in the work you do, in the offer you have, in the service you provide, in what you are here for, in your mission, in what you do, like whatever you do, anything that you do, whether because you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, you have something that is more an association, because you work for an institution, you work for a corporate, you work for an enterprise. What is it that you do? Do you believe in it, in your mission? And the other one, and this is very important for business owners, for leaders of nonprofit organization, anything. Do you believe in your clients? Do you think they are there? Do you believe in your partners? Do you believe in investors? Because you need them if you want to grow your projects. Do you believe in them? So basically, this triangle, which let me share it here. Okay, hold on, it's here. This is our triangle. You want to be on top of this. You want to be on top of your belief in yourself. You want to be on top of your belief in your mission at what work you do. And you want to believe also in your clients. And the moment one of these points is not strong, the triangle collapses. And that is what holds your business. Every business, every project, everything we do is built on selling, not just the products, the ideas, the vision, and the impact. That's what we do. If you are a speaker, if you are somebody who works on a field, if you are continuously selling your ideas, who you are, your vision, and your impact. If you run a company, if you run a foundation, if you run a movement, you are always selling belief. So what level of belief are you selling today? Is it shaky? Is it solid? Is it kind of 50-50? How is it? This is what we want to strengthen. So if one side of this triangle is weak, whatever you do becomes unstable. Because if you stop believing that there are clients who's going to buy and come and buy your business, it's not going to work. If you stop believing that whatever you offer and the work you do is valuable, is appreciated, is liked, this is what they want, the triangle is weak. And your business becomes weak, it's unstable. Your work becomes unstable. Your role becomes unstable. So ask yourself, how is my position today? Do I believe in me, you as a person? Yesterday, we left it with a beautiful mantra, which is, I am a leader building my mission million. Okay. Do you believe in that? Because that part needs to be so strong. This is the strengthening of your mindset. Do you believe that whatever you have to offer, there are millions out there that could buy it from you, take it from you, hear it, listen to it, be touched by it? Do you believe that? I want to see if you ever say yeses. Give me some yeses. I know you have an incredible feel an incredible offer, an incredible service, a vision that is so beautiful, a belief that is so beautiful, a role that is so important to play. And the other one is, so the moment one of these are shaky is the moment the business becomes unstable. And so what do we want to do when we want to structure this business? We want to be able to structure how to hold the bottom of this triangle and make sure that we are all continuously showing up with the offer and to our clients, to our partners, to the investors, to our followers, to whoever is there to respond and to listen to what you have to give and what you have to sell. Okay. So resilience is not about just surviving things that are hard, but it is about becoming that woman who knows what are the different aspects of that, what makes you strong and sustainable, so that you can navigate any ocean, you can navigate any movement. Okay. So I want to share something about my own story, because resilience is not a concept. It's something you are tested on. And I am sure that all of you have been tested somehow through your own journey about resilience. Mine was quite tough because it wasn't in my entrepreneurial when I was an entrepreneur. And, I built multiple companies after my PhD at Harvard. I did it in environmental engineering and economic development, and I went on to work at the World Bank for 8 years, working on strategies around environment, around sustainable development, around the impact. And so when as an entrepreneur, I'm like, okay, let's look at this triad, this triangle. What am I good at? What's my offer? What do I know? I know how to structure projects that are sustainable, that protect the environment, that gives a positive impact on the environment. Great. Now, how to do strategies, because that's what I've been working on in the public sector, in the semi-public, in international institutions, and in the private sector. All right. So I said, me as an entrepreneur, let me come in and sell that part, because I believed in me. Yes, because when you have all, like in our masculine paradigm, you have the study for, you have the degree for, you have the years of experience. After 15 or so years, yeah, I can say, I've been doing it for many years. So that belief was just was logical. It's like 1 + 1, yes. And I believed in the offer because I knew how important it is, the impact. Now, did I believe in the clients and in everything? Yeah, because I was like, that's a good position and we can do this. So it worked. It worked. I had a consulting firm which multiple 7, 8 figures. We structured $100 million funds on renewable energy, on projects that impact the environment. We have even our own funds where we invested in innovative ideas, in startups and in everything. So from the outside, it looked solid, successful, scale. It's like beautiful, stable. And then I was faced with a break challenge in one of the funds, and a situation that really tested me. And I made the decision that I thought was right at that time, the safe one, to protect my, to just the decision to absorb it all. But inside, I collapsed completely. So that triad didn't exist anymore. I felt ashamed. I felt embarrassed. I was disappointed in myself. Like, how did I allow this? I was asking myself continuously. I felt everything that I had built was just fragile. And it is. Because everything could disappear anytime, right? Anything. And what happened is that I started losing the trust, not just in others, but in me, myself. And to me, that's where my own resilience was tested at its core. So resilience is what you feel when things are the toughest. And what you want to do is you want to prepare yourself so that you can sustain whatever activity you have through the toughness of time and circumstances, because things are changing continuously. And the truth is, this can happen in many ways. For me, it was this. For others, it was COVID. It was a loss, a wrong decision, a betrayal. Anything can rock the boat. Anything. So the real question is, what do you do when it does? Because resilience does not, hey, Hayat, I'm so happy you can be with me today. The resilience does not start in your business. It starts with you. And it reverberates through everything else, through your decisions, through your standards, your leadership, and through your structure. So when we talk about economic resilience, it's not just the strategy and the structure, it's the embodiment. It is having high standards. It is having clear boundaries. It's holding your ground, holding your emotional intelligence and emotional fitness, I will say, when things get really uncomfortable. And let's just take it one step further. We are in an elevated conversation, all of us. So it is not just emotional fitness, it's emotional maturity. It's like you're so mature that you can heal yourself, you can understand others, you can forgive others, and you can carry on without having the need and the wanting to punish no one. And you carry on with forgiveness, and you can are filled with love. And you understand that if anything happens, it's just to test you so that you can even be stronger. Because if you don't, what you build can collapse. And not because the opportunity was not good, not at all, but because the structure was not strong enough. And it's not the business structure. The business structure is just a continuation of your own inner structure. And your own inner structure has to be strong. And you have to decide. And this is what I was faced with. Am I here to be liked, or am I here to lead? And this is the hardest conversation when it comes to female leadership. Because female leadership requires something different. It's not about just being nice, because we are too nice, and you're nice at your own expense. You need to be kind. Kind is loving, caring, human, empathic. And there is a big difference. Kindness is aligned with who you are. And niceness often comes from fear, wanting to do more, wanting to show more, wanting to prove more. And when you want to build something that lasts, you need clarity in yourself, your connection with yourself, in those beliefs. It has to be checked all the time. Clarity in how people work with you. It has to be clear. Clarity in your expectations. What are you expecting from yourself, from any others? Clarity in your boundaries. Boundaries. Yes. When I say structure, the structure is also in terms of boundaries, in terms of the contracts you put together, in terms of your relationship. Not to control, that's not what it is, but to define the standard of your own word, of the way you work. And we need to do that. Okay, women, this is what we need to change. We need to be able to be okay about putting our standards high and putting the boundaries so that the engagement is clear in every sense, for you, for others, for the connection, and of everything. So the strength is not about being really hard. No, it's not about punishing others. It's about being clear. This is clear. This is how you work with me. This is how you partner with me. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm building. This is leadership. See, so it's from the structure. It allows it to stand on it and to lead with it and from it. And that structure, it's your job to put together and to create so that you have a business that lasts. So my resilience was not tested when things are working. We're working, no. It's tested when everything felt like it just could collapse on anything. So the resilience is not what you do when things are easy. It is who you become when they are not. And trust me, in this journey, they're not always easy. I love that. Clarity of boundaries is so important. Be tough and tender. Yes, strong and kind. Kind. Yeah, it's about kind. It's not about nice. Nice is like, I'm scared, so I'm nice. I don't know, so I'm nice. You want to be strong. You want to be focused. Yes. And this is what you want. So resilience, it's not when things are easy. So you want to structure things so that you have everything put into place, and not because you're mean or tough. It's because you create and you build in a business, an initiative, a movement, a project that is scalable. And we want it to be scalable because we want many role models of whatever that, the success does not come from just starting. It comes from doing and not quitting. Not quitting. So when I was faced with all this, challenges, everything collapsed and I had to rebuild myself. I didn't have to rebuild just the business, but myself. I had to become strong enough to hold a $1 million business, to lead again, to trust again, and to stand on something big that I had just gone, like something bigger than what I've gone through, something that I learned from. I extracted all the wisdom. I understood it's not against me. It was because I needed to be stronger so that I can stand for BAL method and speak about it and share it with the world. And so BAL method is not just something that I embody completely. So, and this didn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It was a journey. It took time. And this year in July, we're going to have 5 years of programs and thousands of women supported. And it was primarily women who chose to rise, who chose to elevate, who chose to, like, they're ready to build something that can be big, that can grow, that can be sustainable, could impact. You can, yeah, I'm bold enough to dream that whatever I do would reach millions. And what I've seen, it's incredible. I am still in awe each time I see women who found their balance, women who set the right and successful structures for their business to scale and to grow, women who reached 7-figure and 8 figures at that time before I even had to recreate myself. I'm like, oh, wow. And I knew it, because all was missing is like the structure, the strength, the feminine energy that comes to complement that masculine paradigm. And let's go. We have that, we embody the boss, the leader, the identity that has both of it, the feminine energy and the masculine energy. And when you have both of that, you become unstoppable and breakable. You got it both. You understand how to be in harmony with both of them. Women who can step in their leadership and reach official positions, it's just incredible. Women who created partnerships, collaborations, opportunities, finding jobs with each other, building businesses, building movements. And I'm like, sometimes I pause, I'm like, this is incredible. It's incredible what we can do when we put our energies together. This collective intelligence is so powerful because it's contagious. And when it's based on love and care and excellence, we can only reach prosperity and abundance, because these are high frequency. And none of this came from strategy alone. No, nothing. It came from, I decided to strengthen myself first. I decided to work on the being. Who am I? Who can I be, filled with love, with care, with generosity, and use my brain to provide something that can actually make a difference and help women create wealth in their hands? Because you have incredible ideas. Your product is so needed. Your service is so needed because you are the one offering it. Because many, many, many young ones are looking at you because they find themselves in you. So I learned something so powerful, which is like every thought you plant in your mind, it's like a seed you plant. Every thought. So when you plant something beautiful, an intention of an impact that is beautiful, of a mission that can change the life of millions, and you water it with your belief, the triad. I love this triangle, because when you're like, what do I believe in? Believe in yourself, in what you do, and people who are there to get and buy what you do. That's it. Don't make it, it's simple. With me, it's you simplify to scale, to grow. So when you water that with belief, with trust, with courage, with boldness, bold and bravery, with perseverance, we're deciding that we are not quitting, we continue it, with resilience, because that's resilience. When I say resilience, it's not resilience because I'm hurt and everything. No, it's resilience because I am going to strengthen myself so that I can carry all the hardness of what it comes, and the goodness and the good and the bad and the tough and the easy, all of it. And emotional maturity. Beyond emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is you understand emotions, yours and others. But we want fitness. We want to have a muscle that is fit, emotional muscle that's fit, because business need women that are fit. You want to become an athlete of business. And it's when you're fit, you fit in every way. You fit emotionally, you fit in your body, you fit in your structure, you fit in everything you do. Because resilience is not just surviving hard moments. It is also about holding success and not collapsing when things are too hard, and not like losing yourself when things are too good. Oh my God, I don't know what to do with myself. You have to stay calm in it all and hold all of it. See? And to me, this is what I extracted, what I've learned, and how it helped me personal development is to understand how to navigate holding the duality of life. To me, if I had to summarize what 5 years, I would say 6 years of coaching and being coached on and trained and mentored and understood, and just in every ways from like all the facets of it, is how you hold the duality of life. And why I wanted to create this space is that so that you don't have to go through all of this. I'm packaging 5 years of working on human behavior, on women leadership, on female leadership, and how to hold of it, and how to be able to navigate and carry this duality. And this is what I understood. It's like, even when you rise, everything is not always perfect. Even when you show up, things are not always exactly you want them to be, but you carry on. But you allow yourself to be happy and joyful while you know that there are things are not solved yet. You do not let everything that is problematic take away your right of a feel-good moment and well-being. You do not let all the negativity take away any moment where you can have a little pocket of bliss because you feel good, or a little pocket of bliss because you want to grab a beautiful memory from the future of something that will go your way, and you bring it back and you feel good. That's duality. That's what makes you magnetic, makes you feel like you're magic, because there will always be flow and resistance, ease, but also challenges. And more we grow, we find more of that. And expansion and sometimes contraction, but that's okay. You carry on. So your power is your ability to hold both no matter what. It's your ability to strengthen yourself. And you feel down one day, it's okay. Come back again and find your power. This is why we're doing this masterclass, because I needed them when I was looking for a voice to just find a little light in me and ignite it again, because I was not. And if this can do that to someone else, I'm so grateful. I am so honored to be able to do that. So resilience is not about avoiding the hard. When you avoid the hard, you avoid even the expansion, because you even block yourself before getting there because you don't know what's going to come of it. It's about becoming the woman who can hold it all, who can hold the growth, who can hold the pressure, hold the success, who can hold the uncertainty, because nothing is certain. No. Because remember, when you put a seed, then you don't see the plant right away. You need to water it. You need to trust. You need to believe. It's like when I remember when I was, I'm like, I was home. I'm like, what I'm going to do? I'm going to start something. I didn't know yet what's going to look like. So I had time. And so I would walk in the garden. I'm like, what is the thing that I really made me feel good? And I remember the moments where I used to go for my walk from my apartment in Washington as I was walking towards the World Bank. And it was this street in Foggy Bottom, like I was maybe 15 minutes away or 20 minutes from the bank. And I would walk through that street. And I remember I loved that walk. And it was a time where I just loved being part of this mission for millions and billion around the world, which is a world free of poverty. It just felt part of something beautiful, bigger than me, something meaningful. And so I was so grateful every time I would walk. And I thank you so much. That is so sweet. I love you. I love you for saying that. You're incredible. And so I remember when I was walking, I remember I saw all these beautiful flowers outside the houses, and there were these orthoncia flowers. And I'm like, what if I can bring those flowers to my house? Maybe I can still live that feeling in the morning when I come out my door and walk in the garden. And that's really what I did. I said, garden, come. And like I asked the gardener, I said, can you bring me some orthoncia? I want to have purple here, and I want to have blue in the backyard. And so it was an incredible thing. So we planted the hortensia, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so beautiful. And I would wake up every morning, like my mind shifted. Instead of in the worry and all the losses and whatever is gone and every day, I started like, oh my God, let me go see if the flowers were out. So I will go fast and I go check, are they out every morning? And so I calibrated to this incredible journey of seeing a flower grow. And when you put a seed, you don't see anything the first day, not the second day, not even the first week, not even the first month. But I trusted. I was so excited about what will come out from those seeds. And then the leaves started to come, and I was so grateful. I was like, oh my God, this is working. And this is the same thing about any business, any initiative you do. Things don't come the first day, the first week, the first month. But when you keep at it and you water it with love, I was so loving to what I will discover. So just be in love with what it's going to become of what you are creating. That will feed you every day. This will elevate your frequency every day. This will get you closer to your objective, and your objective will come closer to you as well. So I will wake up every day and I go check. And then spring came and the flowers came up. They were not purple, they were all pink. No purple, no blue, but they were all beautiful and pink hortensia. And to me, the joy of that was incredible. And when I look at business, it's exactly the same way. It's the intention you put in, it's what you expect from it to be, just beauty and impact and change and making a difference, and watering it every day with care and love, and putting the structure and showing up discipline every day. We had to water it every day. That's discipline. Well, I was there every day because I was in love with the whole idea of discovering this whole hortensia, and it was the most beautiful healing time to watch it all come up. And so the hortensia has a special story in my heart because it's all connected to my rebirth, re-elevation, recreation, renaissance, whatever I felt. And it was all of the beauty of it. And any initiative, any project, any movement, any mission, any business you want to build, it's the same thing. You don't see results right away, but you want to keep on believing. You don't see the millions you want, but you want to keep on showing up every day. You don't stop because things are not going as fast as you want, because they will come when you keep at it. The results become inevitable. Resilience, it's your ability to hold the void when nothing is there to give you evidence that you are going towards the right direction. Can you do that? Can you strengthen yourself and strengthen your beliefs? And go back and check this triad. I will share it as an activity for today, and see whether you can hold it no matter what. No, even if there is nothing. So it's not resilience. It's not when things are easy and flowy. That's not when you need it. You don't need it then. You need it when you are holding that void before things pick up and you create an impact. And it doesn't matter where you are on your journey. It doesn't matter where you are in terms of how old or age. It doesn't matter. You can recreate yourself, and you can catch up for all the years by quantum leap into something that feels magical. When you expect, miracles could happen. When you expect, anything could happen. Thanks so much for appreciating. I appreciate you. And it really is. It's how much you believe in whatever you are here to do. It's the power and the genuinity and the love and the care that you put in a mission that you choose to become your journey of life. Because if we're here, it's for a reason. Make it a beautiful one. Make it one filled with love, with care. Make it one where you can use your genius, your intelligence, your logic. My journey as an entrepreneur has been so tough halfway. Like, I didn't even know I could come back and do something, but I didn't give up. And I did, and the courage that I had didn't come because I was smart or I had my PhD or whatever. No, it came because my daughters at home, they were looking up to me. I was their role model. I was everything for them. And I could not let myself collapse, because what would I be for them? As an example, I had to stand again. And when you have no choice, you find a way. And you find a way because of the love. So if this message is my love to you, that you can use whatever you have as a tool, as a knowledge, as an understanding, and use it and carry on to make a difference, carry on to become a story, to become an example, then you need to do it. Otherwise, you're doing wrong to everybody who's looking up to you. Because sometimes we don't even know the role that we play until you're like, oh my God, you are my example. So do that, carry on. So this is why what we did today matters so much, because everything I just shared with you was just not just my personal story. It was a lesson in structure, a lesson in what happens when risk is not fully contained, structure is not strong enough, boundaries are not clear enough, and the identity is not fully anchored. And so we want to be able to do that. So when I say build a sustainable business, manage your risks, think about scalability, it's not theory, it's lived. It's truly lived. And so the processes that we put together, the structures that we put together is that so that you strengthen everything, specifically the business fundamentals, because without a clear structure, everything is fragile. Risk management, because what you don't anticipate can shake everything. That's why you need to be able to set the standards and set the boundaries clearly. And we don't do them because we want to be nice. We don't want to be nice. We want to be, we're bosses, we are leaders. Scale and strategy. Yes, there are ways to scale strategy. Tomorrow we'll be talking about that when we talk about the digital platforms and AI. And I will share with you how we do it ourselves inside Bell Method, and how we're helped with many women are doing the same. There are ways today to master and own the selling part that you absolutely need as a leader of the mission you carry, because you sell your idea, you sell who you are, you sell your time, everything is about selling. We need to be at ease with it, and us women, we don't quite like it, so we're going to make it easy. So and you want to create models that are impact driven models. Impact driven is like, what impact do I create? What is it? So if today it's not just about learning how to build the business, it's building something bigger that can hold you in the growth, in the pressure, in the expansion, in everything you do. And yes. Oh, thank you so much. It is. And I have a question here that I received, which is the business structure. What does it mean, business structure? Business structure, I don't mean something complicated. I don't mean corporate or rigid. What I mean is the way your business is designed to function, to grow, and to sustain itself. And if you are interested tomorrow, inside our mastermind, we spend a whole month in setting up the right structure that fits you more. So a strong business structure answers the three questions that I mentioned. Your offer, is it clear? Is it valuable? Is it positioned correctly? Answers, who do you sell it to? What are you selling? And to who? Your clients. Is it specific? Do you understand their needs? Can you articulate them? Do you recognize them? And the third part is, how does money flow into your business, into your initiative, into your mission, into what you do? It's like your revenue model. Is it predictable? Is it repeatable? What is it? Do you know it? And if one of these is weak, everything becomes fragile. You will still make money, but it will be unstable, inconsistent. We want it to be sustainable. We want it to be something that you can scale. So a strong business structure is something that can hold your vision, even when you are not 100% there or 100% sure, or like, even if something is not working 100%. It supports you as well. It doesn't depend fully on you. It could be okay. It could sustain itself. And it's not something that limits your creativity on anything, but it allows it. It allows to use it to expand. It allows to use it to grow. And so this is what so the goal is not just to create something, to create more effort, because what we want is to create something that you can helps you can leverage, you can feel aligned, and you can sustain. And this is what you do. So what we saw today is just the beginning of how you go into details when you are structured. Structure is something that grows, because when you structure things right, everything becomes possible. And this is what's Mission Million. Mission Million is when you understand in the depth of who you are, that yes, your Mission Million is absolutely possible. And there are ways to make it your reality and to stay in the evidence, in the void without evidence until you see it really happening. So this was a powerful and very strong session. Thank you so much for being with me today. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about AI, digital platform. It's going to be fun. Tech session. Let's wear a tech hat tomorrow. On Saturday, we'll wear a finance hat. So we're having fun. And this is what it is in the female leadership world, is having fun and learning and growing. Thank you. I send you so much love. I love you so much. Thank you for your beautiful energies, for all your messages. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, same place. Bye-bye.